on. I'm with my chicks if she smash a gun. Hit the roof.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Richardson looking to throw this. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to really...
Touchdown! Trey McBride for 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found their way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Jaguars, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Motion man is Shakir. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Able to get this one to McBride. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Trey McBride, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile, because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Mitch Wishnowsky is set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Taylor. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now it's Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken. But he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now Blue trying the right side. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Simmons. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Olave. 52 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Mitch Wishnowsky
as Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get that one to 10 complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A good passing down here. They send three receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Richardson looking to throw. Drops it to Boone, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only two there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now Richardson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jaguars.
From the shotgun, Richardson. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Simmons. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that's going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jaden Blue, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
24. Chiefs 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. The name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot. Convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Mustang 19, go!
Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive.
I just wanna rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Arrowhead. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Being rational, giving what they ask for. It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You better reach them, but it's not enough.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a Ella, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's halftime, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like, send it, make a play.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Kansas City. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars pick over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
2nd and inches.
Dragon 60, 19, Charger 19, trap 60, trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw right side to Olave. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And man, down the field, it's Olave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Chiefs first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
They'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or...
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
3rd down and goal.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead,
he works free. Right side. Up the sideline. Past midfield. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by McBride. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown. In motion is Hunter. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. What a fortunate bounce. He's got it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In motion is Hunter. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Second and 6.
Now, faking the give, on the run to the right. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 16-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big hit.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he will get into the end zone. Crazy drive. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, Richardson forced to his right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Second down throw for Richardson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one is complete to McBride. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds. No gain. And it sets up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Chiefs tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Jaguars first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richardson escaping to his left. He keeps it himself, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. Welcome just a yard short on the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, or you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a 1st down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on.
Richardson operating from the pistol. They'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh! He is knocked down hard. They stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Richardson gonna look to throw. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's Richardson. That's complete to Blue. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Exiting, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now timeout signal for it, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Now Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now it's 3rd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the 3rd quarter underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. To throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's to the right side, up by McBride. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down by Mac McWilliams. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, KC. They'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, KC. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Chiefs are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Moving left, taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Throwing, Richardson. That one swung out to Blue. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Now he'll run it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A bit of miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Richardson. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 18.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel.
And he will score! Will Shipley. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And he will not get in they will come up empty on this try for two, unable to tie this football game up. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. More often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now give on the ground, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. 1st downs, Jacksonville.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
70 rings, 70. Let's go now.
To throw, it's Richardson. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. He's got a first down inside the 45. He will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
The Chiefs will set up for the
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now a run on first down. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Now Richardson forced out wide, escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
17 yards on that play. That's good for a Jaguar first down. On the handoff, it's Shipley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Here comes second down.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Richardson. Rolling right. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On the ground, this is Shipley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's second down and 3. Looks like a design run here with Richardson. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So now, a big spot coming here. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. Now on second and long. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. He's going to go up top here for McBride. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing now on third and long. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A 14-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Here's a design run. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on 4th and 3.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Now, second and 4. His first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First down.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This a potential game winner. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Here's first down.
18 Romney, 18 Cowboy Kills. Cougar machine. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson sending it deep for Waddle. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They are able to do something that's not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.